Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's video is going to be continuing my top 10 Star Wars list. I can barely get it out. My top 10 Star Wars list with number 4, The Force Awakens. Now, when I was so excited when I heard the news that Disney was buying buying the rights to Star Wars from George Lucas. I couldn't have been more excited because I knew that they had the money, they have the resources to get talent involved in the Star Wars movies, and we were going to get good stuff, so I mean, a lot of people were like, man, I can't believe Disney bought Star Wars, they're just gobbling up everything. Let them, please. They got Marvel, look what happened, so give them Star Wars. Now look what happened. I mean, granted, not every one of their movies is anything like, the original trilogy, because nothing can be. Those are the best movies ever made, in my opinion. But anyway, that being said, I was excited about the news, and, can y'all hear Kyra? Sorry, she might cry during the video. She's still crying for Tack. Those of you who, have watched any of my previous videos, my intros used to have me doing, this is my cat Tack. So whenever I'm doing my videos, she really starts to cry. I try to close the door, but she'll cry even louder at the door. So I have the door open now, and she's just going to do her thing. She's going to cry for him for a little while, so I apologize for that. But anyway, if you hear that, just try to ignore it. But anyway, back to The Force Awakens. I was excited about Disney buying the rights, so when I saw the first trailer for this movie, I was really pumped, because I could tell that they used practical with digital effects. And that's the way to do it, especially nowadays. I mean, just do it the right way. Do CGI right. And they did. And they nailed it. Now, I understand people have some problems with The Force Awakens. It's too much like A New Hope, the original Star Wars. And there are definitely story beats that are just like it. But who cares? Emulate what works. That's the first rule of business. Emulate what works. Star Wars worked. Do the same storyline, because history does repeat itself, so it kind of happening the same kind of way. If the Empire keeps building big planet size destroyers of planets, a small ship's going to have to fly down in there and take out something small, exhaust port to blow it up. That's the only way you can. So I was fine with the same story beats, the droid getting the information that has to be found, but it was really about finding Luke Skywalker. And when they did at the end and you see him on the mountainside, was incredible. But I thought I was going to get more of Luke, so I was kind of disappointed at first. When I first watched it, I was like, I wanted more of him. But we got more of him in Last Jedi. That whether that's good or bad, is up to your opinion. But I wish I could have got the Luke Skywalker that I wanted, but I was fine with what we got. But anyway, when I heard that J.J. Abrams was taking on The Force Awakens, as the director, I was excited about that because he does great work. I love J.J. Abrams. There's not a lot of movies of his that I do not like. But that being said, I was scared of lens flares because he's known for that, in all his movies, have lens flares, in your face. But there was only 2 that I know of in the movie, and that's one when Kylo Ren, turns around real quick and stops the blaster shot from hitting him, which was awesome. And that happens at the very beginning of the movie, so it really set the tone for, okay, this guy is a badass. So I was excited about Kylo Ren just from that moment. But there's a lens flare there, and when Starkiller Base, shoots out its big beam at the end, or near the end, and it's going by Kylo Ren's ship, that's the other one. Those are the only 2 I know about, so I was fine with those because it was cool looking, so he did him right at least, so happy for that. But anyway, great lightsaber battles in this movie. I was kind of disappointed in the way they killed Han. I was fine with Kylo Ren killing Han, and that being his downfall. He's trying to show Snoke that he's not kidding about who he wants to be. And he's willing to prove it by killing his dad. But them being on that beam, on that platform with no rails, and that thing would have rails, it'd be an OSHA regulation. but anyway, that's just me nitpicking, and him throwing them off to the side. I just thought it could have been better. It was kind of telegraphed. I kind of knew it was getting ready to happen, even though I wasn't spoiled for this movie when I first went in, so that's the only thing I didn't like about the movie was the whole Han, the way he died. I'm fine with him, being killed off. Han Solo, Harrison Ford even said, I'll do it, but you got to kill me off, because he's never really liked the Han Solo character. But anyway, they did it. That's what we have, so I accept it. But there are a lot of great things. I love all the new characters. BB-8, Rey is my favorite new character. Finn is okay. He's not my favorite character, but he's kind of cool. I love Kylo Ren. His whole, story arc, even in The Last Jedi, the main thing I loved about Last Jedi was Rey and Kylo Ren's interactions. That's the best part of that movie, in my opinion. But anyway, I love all the new characters. I love the story. It's set up. It's set up a lot. The payoff didn't come out in Last Jedi, in my opinion, but the way that it was all set up was beautifully orchestrated. J.J. Abrams did an awesome job in this movie. That's why it's just right under the original trilogy in my top 10 list, just at number 4. So we're going to have, next week we're going to have the original trilogy, but what is my order? What will I pick and why will I pick it? Stay tuned for those videos. That's coming up next week. But anyway, I'm still going to do Hereditary, I believe. If I can get a chance to watch it tomorrow, I will do a video for that on Friday. If not, I will be doing the original trilogy next week, and I'm going to try to see Mission Impossible next week too, so I can get that review out for you while it's still in theaters, and if you value my opinion and want to see it in theaters or not. But anyway, me and my buddy, we're going to go see it next week, so I'm going to get the original trilogy. That'll end the top 10 Star Wars list, and then I'll do another top 10 movie genre. I think action. I still have to do sci-fi. My top 10 favorite movies of all time. I have a lot of friends asking me for that, so I might just do that next. But I kind of want to get the other genres out of the way. Like action, animation, superhero animation, anime. But those are a lot of lists. It'd be the end of the year before I get to my top 10 best movies of all time. But anyway, what do you guys want? I'm even thinking about, I got the Infinity War Blu-ray yesterday, and me and my buddy watched all the special features on it, and I'm getting ready to watch the audio commentary tonight. So I could do a review on the Infinity War Blu-ray if you guys would like. But just let me know in the comments below, is there a certain genre that's not in my top 10 list already that you would like for me to do a top 10 list? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping.